Today I'm going to play the career of Kevin Durant until he retires. KD's 37 right now, but he's still a 93 overall, so he probably has 3 more years of playing at an elite level. We're going to try to win as many championships as possible in what's left of KD's career. For season 1, let's give KD a full season with the Rockets. We don't want him to leave that soon. And this Rockets team is solid, but they can definitely be better. So for every team we put Kevin Durant on, we get 1 trade to help his chances of winning a championship. First, we're going to go to the trade deadline to see how good this team actually is. And at the trade deadline, they're absolutely awful with just 22 wins. They have a lot of young players who should have good trade value, so let's see if we can turn this team around. We only get 1 trade though. I'm going to try to pull off a crazy deal like this one. If we add the trade exception, oh, he's untouchable. But the Rockets aren't going to need any of these picks. They're going to say no to 1 pick. If we add a 2nd pick from the Nets, they say no. And if we add a 3rd pick, they're also going to say no. So Jokic is off the table. I think we try to pair him with Giannis now. And if we add a trade exception, they say no, but he's not untouchable. This might actually be doable with picks. They're going to say no to 1 pick. What about 2 picks? They also say no. And if we go ahead and add a 3rd pick, they're going to say no. If I take away the trade exception and add a pick, oh my gosh, it worked. So now our starting lineup looks a bit different. We have Reed Shepherd at the 1. Josh Okogie's going to slide to the 2. KD's going to stay at the 3, but now we have Giannis at the 4 and Clint Capella at the 5. So our shooting guard and center position get way worse, but I can't complain because we have Giannis on the team. So far on the season, Giannis is averaging 26 points a game. Now let's see if we can somehow get a playoff spot with this team. And Giannis finishes 2nd in MVP behind Jokic. He averaged 27 on the season. And KD's not going to make the All-NBA team even though he averaged 28. I guess it makes sense. He didn't really average any rebounds or assists. And the Rockets at least clinched the playoff spot. They're going to lose the first game. So in order to make the playoffs, they have to beat the Lakers here. And that 3rd quarter is absolutely going to save them. And KD and Giannis put the team on their back. And this makes 0 sense. They have to play the Clippers, who are the 1 seed, even though they're terrible in real life. After 4 games, the series is tied up at 2. And in game 5, this game was super back and forth until the second half. KD's going to drop 44. Giannis also played amazing and filled up the stat sheet. But now let's see if they can make it out in 6 games, and they can! I can't believe they took down the 1 seed. Now they have to play the 5-seeded Thunder. If they can beat the 1 seed, they can beat anyone. Game 1, the Thunder are going to blow them out though. They're going to win by about 20 in game 2. They blow them out again in game 3, and the Rockets get swept. At the start of season 2, player progression has Giannis dropping to a 96 and KD dropping to a 91. And at the trade deadline, the Rockets are 27 and 24. They're the 6th seed, so I think it's time to get KD out of here. We're going to put him in the trade finder. There's 1 trade that comes up, and it looks like he's going to the Spurs. I mean, I don't really have a choice. I thought there would be more trades to choose from. So KD's officially a member of the Spurs. He got traded for De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle, so they lost a little bit of depth. But I'm sure this Spurs team will be fine. They have Wemby, they have KD, they still have Dylan Harper, they have Jabari Smith Jr. from the trade, and they have Cason Wallace down here. This team is nice. KD's averaging 29 at the trade deadline, so let's see how he does on the Spurs. Wemby's gonna win the MVP, averaging 29 and 12. The Spurs are gonna win 64 games and Executive of the Year for trading for KD. Giannis is doing insane without KD. And once again, KD doesn't make an All-NBA team even though he averaged 27 points a game. The Spurs are the 1 seed, and in the first round, they have to play the Grizzlies. They have the same team as in real life, but they have Darren Peterson at the 2. Wemby and KD should definitely cook here. Game 1, the Spurs win by about 20. Game 2, they're gonna blow out the Grizzlies. Game 3, the Grizzlies are gonna take. And in game 4, the Spurs go up 3-1, and they're gonna make it out in 5. And now they have to play this 4-seeded Thunder team. Let's hope for a Cason Wallace revenge series. Let's take it game by game. Game 1, the Spurs win by 24. Game 2, they're gonna win by just 2 points. They're gonna win game 3 by 20, and they're gonna sweep. In the conference finals, they have to play the Timberwolves, who lost in the finals last year. They ended up taking the Knicks to 7. Let's hope this series doesn't go to 7. The Timberwolves are gonna win the first 3 games though. So it's not looking great for the Spurs, and they're gonna get swept. Player progression has Kevin Durant dropping to an 88. So he's still elite, and so is Dylan Harper now. And in season 3, Wemby wins back-to-back MVPs, and the Spurs win Coach of the Year. I guess Kevin Durant's never gonna make an All-NBA team with these rebound and assist numbers. His points per game dropped a lot though. The Spurs are the 1 seed again. They have the same exact first round matchup as last year. They're gonna sweep the Grizzlies easily, and in the second round, they have the same matchup again. And I guess the Thunder don't have Isaiah Joe or Hartenstein anymore, so they definitely look a lot worse. The Spurs are gonna win games 1 and 2. They're also gonna take game 3, and they're gonna sweep their way to the conference finals. But now they have to play the Mavericks. Cooper Flag's their best player now, and they have Kyle Kuzma on the team. Let's see if the Spurs can actually make it to the finals this time. They're gonna win game 1 by 7. They lose game 2 by 20. Game 3, they're gonna win by 9. Game 4, they go up 3-1. They're not gonna make it out in 5, and the Mavericks force a game 7. And with 2 minutes to go, Wemby can give the Spurs the lead here. He's gonna knock down his first free throw, and his second one just barely rolls out. On offense, offense. The Mavericks are going to go down low to Anthony Davis. The jumper, he makes it over Jabari. Now we get to see a KD Wemby pick and roll that would go crazy in real life. KD trying to make it past Cooper. Flag gets stopped. He's going to try again. The fake. He goes up with the shot and Flag gets the stop. Now we have Kyrie on the ISO trying to cook Dylan Harper. He's going to take the jumper and it rolls off the rim. On the break, Jabari's going to find KD. He has a mismatch. He's going to swing it to Wemby though. The wide open three and it's in and out. I don't know how that didn't go in. Quentin Grimes is going to find Kyrie and he knocks down the three over KD. That is a huge shot. KD's going to need to put the team on his back here. Cooper Flag's going to stop him. He still gets into the paint though. Please just don't force up a bad shot. He makes the layup. And now they need to stop. They're going to go down low to Anthony Davis again, trying to size up on Wemby. He pulls the mid-range over him and it's off. 93% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. So now the Spurs need a three here. I wish Wemby made the one before. Jabari Smith kicks it out to Dylan Harper, the mid-range, and he misses it. And the Spurs are going to lose. They're not going to make it to the finals. They went out sad in Game 7. It's not only because Kyrie had 29, but he had 23 in the fourth quarter alone. Watch them go on to win the championship, yeah. And KD is a free agent. Hopefully he signs to a good team. Moment of truth, did he re-sign to the Spurs? He didn't. Let's see if we filter this to age. KD's right here and he signed to the Clippers. And the Clippers have a completely different roster now. They have Jokic, Rob Dillingham, Dalton Connect. And at the trade deadline, they're 18 and 33. And I haven't used my trade in a while, so let's get KD out of here. I don't know why he signed with them in the first place. He can go to 11 teams. And a lot of these trades aren't good, but I think our best bet is to send him to New York for OG Anunoby. And this team is solid. They still have Brunson, McHale, and Cat. They also have Kuminga on the roster. And they are the 4th seed, so let's see if Kevin Durant can finally win a championship. Shai's gonna win the MVP averaging 35. Luka's on the Kings now. And that's crazy. 3 out of 4 players on the All-NBA first team are KD's former teammates. A 40-year-old KD is gonna average 18 points per game. And let's see what seed the Knicks ended up being. They went up to the 2nd seed. Let's see if they can make a good run here. In the first round, they're playing the Bucks. I don't know how this series is tied up at 2. The Knicks go up 3-2, and we're going to a Game 7. The Knicks really locked in that second quarter. It's gonna win them the game, and KD led the team in scoring. In the second round, they have to play the Hawks. This team looks solid. The Knicks are gonna win the first 2 games. They're not gonna go up 3-0. The Hawks end up tying the series, and with a minute and a half to go, the Knicks are down 2. Trae Young with the behind the back kicks it to Dyson. I don't know why KD's guarding Walter Clayton Jr. He's gonna swing it to Trae Young, the 3 over Brunson, and he knocks it down. Not a good start for the Knicks. A stop there would have been nice for them. Let's see if KD can cook on offense here. They're gonna end up finding Brunson, who uses the screen from Cat. He gets a wide open 3 and it's in and out. So now the Hawks can add on to their lead on the fast break. Dyson Daniels finds Deuce McBride. Back to Dyson Daniels and the Hawks go up 7. So unless the Knicks score here, they're probably gonna lose Game 5. KD, the pull-up 3, it's off. And the Knicks didn't even put up a fight. That was a terrible showing from them. And now they're in a rough spot here. And in Game 6, we're pretty much in the same situation. With a minute and a half to go, the Knicks need a stop. Shai's gonna find Trae Young coming off the screen. Brunson closes out, but Trae Young still makes it. The Knicks made this same mistake last game. Let's see if they can actually score this time. Brunson gets into the paint. He finds KD and his 3's good. If they had done that last game, they could have actually kept it close. Trae Young's gonna find Porzingis on the roll. He gets stopped by Cat. He's gonna go up with the layup and Cat gets the stop. Brunson's gonna use the screen from Cat. He's gonna run out to the 3. What is that shot? So now the Hawks can extend their lead here on the break. Shai takes the layup and it's good over KD. Wait, never mind. That's Kuminga. I forget. KD's wearing 7 now, not 35. And now we have Brunson attacking Trae, the snatch back. He's gonna get an easy layup to make it a 3-point game. A stop and a 3 is all they need for a chance to force a Game 7. Trae's gonna cook Brunson and throw a turnover. That double team was perfect. Now they just can't mess this up here. KD's gonna find McHale. McHale on the drive. I don't know why he's trying to cook Dyson Daniels, and Brunson misses the open shot. Trae Young's gonna make both his free throws, so the Knicks need a miracle here. Brunson's gonna find Kuminga. The 3 he's gonna miss. And unfortunately for the Knicks, they're gonna lose the series in 6 games. And that's really how KD's career is gonna come to an end. Even with all the team hopping, he couldn't win anything. But if you want to see me successfully save KD's legacy, click the video on the screen right now.